What's going on, everybody? It's your girl AreWeClear here, doing it again with some news and information for Hearthstone Battlegrounds. This is going to be in regards to patch 25.2. Before we go into it, I would like to thank everybody for viewing today's video, and I wanted to let you all know that we have undergone a name change again. If you're new to the channel, it's more of a reversion than a change. We are reverting back to our original name, which was AreWeClear. About a year or so ago, I wanted to try something new, and that's how we ended up with the Just Evil. And I decided that for reasons I'm not going to go into, that I wanted to go ahead and change back to the AreWeClear brand and name. So you guys will start to see that transition, starting with the intro. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and head on over to my Twitch channel, because I have decided I am going to start streaming again. I do not have a set schedule, so make sure you hit that follow button so you know when I go live. That link is going to be in the description. But without further ado, while you're here, let's go ahead and go on into it to patch 25.2, which just uploaded. So I have the game launched. It went ahead and updated, so I can go over both of them with you. Let me go ahead and actually switch this out here. Actually, let me move some stuff around. I apologize. I want to make sure that I'm seeing everything that you guys are seeing. Okay, so you should be seeing up here in this corner Hearthstone, and down here in this corner is the patch notes. So I will be flipping back and forth between those two, just to ensure that you guys are able to see everything. For right now, let's go ahead and just go over to the patch notes real quick while I get this loaded up and we take a look at some information, because we do have the Lunar New Year stuff that I want to show you as well. So with the patch now being released, Professor Putricide is now in, well, actually, let me rephrase that. Professor Putricide has been brought back out of retirement and is back in Battlegrounds. With that, he's also bringing with him the undead and dual minion types. So this is going to make Battlegrounds just a tad bit more interesting, because we do have the new dual types in here. Speaking of, I really hope that they do change the one beast that I can't remember the name. I'll have to look it up, guys. But it's the beast that gives you the extra blood gem. It is also counted as a Quibble, so hopefully they update that. Anyway, so with that, Season 2 has come to an end. New Battlegrounds track. So if you pre-ordered the Season 3 stuff, you should have access to that now. If not, and you want to get those 2 extra hero slots, as well as the rest of the past information, you'll want to go ahead and get the Battlegrounds Tavern Pass or the Battlegrounds track. We'll go over the track here in just a second. With the rest of the updates, we do see that the 15 damage cap is now going to persist up until turn 8 if someone has died. So generally speaking, when we get into a game, at least in my experience of the past week, at least 1 or 2 people quit out immediately and your 15 damage cap is gone. That's no longer going to be the case. The case is now it will persist until both a hero has died and the game has reached turn 8, which is your 10 gold turn. Armor will now appear overlaid on health bars on the scoreboard, so we'll look at that in just a second. The undead and dual minion types have been added as a regular part of Battlegrounds. That being said, which is the next couple of points, we are going to see the undead appear about 75% of the time. Or sorry, it's going to appear 75% of the lobbies for an additional 2 weeks. So every lobby should have the undead for the next 2 weeks. Then after that's going to be part of the regular rotation. This is nothing new. They've done this before. They did it with Nagas. They did it with Quillboars. They did it with Pirates. All when those came out. So the only change to this is that if a minion is a dual type, we will use the Great Boar. I do believe. Hold on here. Let's take a look at that real quick. We're going to go ahead and go here. Da, 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 da. Ooh, okay, so it's not in the beast. It is technically a beast. Minions by pool. Let's go to, where's it at? Quibblers. Ah, here we go. So, I'm going to butcher this. A gamma magnet, whatever. The Great Boar. It still says beast. It still counts as a beast. It even says minion type beast, but it's under the Quillboar section. So hopefully this card gets updated to say beast Quillboar. So that way it is affected by everything. And I say that because we have that dual minion type now. And if we've already noticed it with this particular card that if beasts are not in and Quillboars are, this is in. If Quillboars are not in but beast is in, this is still in. So that is something that they are doing, that if at least one of the dual types are in the game, that minion will still be in the game. If neither one are in the game, well, then it's normal. So, in addition to that, they are adding an additional 5 seconds to the game from turns 5 plus for a limited time. This allows everybody to learn the new cards. Already stated that the pass is restarted. So if you do decide to get the pass, you are going to get 40 Battle for Silvermoon themed cosmetics, 4 legendary hero skins, 3 epic skins, 4 rare hero skins, 1 rare board, and 1 rare bartender, oh my gosh, and 9 rare emotes. As far as the hero updates, we are seeing Professor Putricide has been reworked with new art and a new hero power. So his hero power is 4 crafted custom undead. 3 creations left. Dev comment is when you build an undead, you'll be offered 2 sets of 3 minions to merge together. One set tends to have persistent in-combat rules, while the other set tends to have keywords and in-shop effects. All minion offerings will be at or below your tavern tier. Build-in undead pools include both minions that are available in Bob's Tavern and minions that are unique to this effect. Putricide, creations are unnatural, so they cannot be triplicated. No golden. So, he's now available in the game, in all games, for up to 2 weeks after launch. With that being said, they have changed Maleficent, where her old passive was mechs in Bob's Tavern have 1/1. Her new passive is now whenever you summon a mech, give it 2/2. I don't play a lot of Maleficent, so in the past I did like her ability, but now I'm not 100% sure. Next on the list is Lord Jaraxxus and his Blood Fury. In the past, it was give demons 1/1. Now it is choose a friendly demon. It consumes a minion in Bob's Tavern and to gain its stats. So no longer is Jaraxxus pumping up all of his demons at once, but now has to choose which demon he wants to pump up. So I think that's actually probably a better change than this one, having played Jaraxxus in the past. But we will find out. Pyramid, brick by brick, that has also changed. Instead of giving minion 2/2, which was at the start, and then it gains 1 health during each turn you don't use it, it's now give a minion +1, and I said 2/2, so I apologize, I meant +2 health. So now you're just giving a minion +1, and then of course it still gains the +1 each time you don't use it. Each turn you don't use it. Galewind, their abilities have changed. You can no longer choose the same flight path twice in a row. So you can't just sit there and do Westfall anymore. You have to choose something different. Each one of his 3 abilities has changed, starting with Westfall. I can't talk for some reason right now, guys. I apologize. His old passive was in 1 turn, give your leftmost minion 2/1. It is now 2/2. Iron Forge, it was in 3 turns, discover a minion of your tavern tier. It is now in 2 turns, gain 2 gold. And then lastly, the Eastern Plaguelands was it. His old passive was in 5 turns. Your next tavern upgrade costs 6 less. It is now in 3 turns to discover a minion of your tavern tier. So they've completely got rid of the upgrade. Hero armor tiers have upgraded as well. They've updated that. We're not going to go over that because it's something that you can see in the game. Excuse me. But next up is going to be the new minions. These are going to be the undead and dual type minions. So first off, we have Risen Rider, which is a 2/1 taunt with Reborn. I have the hiccups. I'm so sorry, guys. Next one is Rothhide Null. That is going to be a tier 1 4/1 or 1/4 card. Has +1 attack for each friendly minion that died this combat. That tells me that's not going to be permanent. Or it might be. I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out. Next one is Thorn Captain. This is one of our first dual minions. It is a Quillbore and a Pirate for 1 health, tier 1. After a card is added to your hand, you gain 1 health until the next turn. Then we have the Scarlet Skull, also a tier, or is now a tier 2. Sorry, Scarlet Skull in the Tavern tier 2, undead. Death Rattle give a friendly undead minion 1/2 or 2/4 golden. Next is the Eternal Knight in tier 2, which is a 4/1, and it has 1/1 for each friendly Eternal Knight that has died this game, wherever it is. Alright, we have the Nemirian Death Swarmer. Also tier 2, it's 3/1 Battlecry. Your undead have +1 attack for the rest of the game, wherever they are. And this whole wherever they are, that stems from it being in a deck. So this tells me that this should work. This should work in Battlegrounds. So even if you have this card up front and you grab it and play it, all of these other cards should get that +1 attack, even if it's not currently showing in the tavern. We'll see. Next up is Blazing Skyfin. It is a Tavern tier Dragon Murloc with 1/3, and after you play a Battlecry minion, it gains 1/1. Kind of reminds me of... Oh, who had that ability that whenever you played a Battlecry, it gave your other minions whatever? I'll have to look that up, but yeah. Next up, Corpse Refiner is a tier 2 undead pirate. It's a 2/3, and Avenge 4. This minion sells for 1 more gold. I can see that being kind of helpful. Next up is the Undead Jelly Belly at tier 3. It's a 3/5, and after a minion is reborn, gain 3/3. So this card gains 3/3 after a friendly minion is reborn. Ghoul of the Feast, also an undead. It's a 2/4 avenge. Give a friendly minion of each type +3 attack. And then we got the Lich Doctor, also tier 3. It's a 3/2 taunt at the start of your turn. Give your minions that died last combat +1/+1. That would go great with Sylvanas. Yeah, I'm just saying that right now. All right, next up is a Felemental, and that is a Elemental Demon, 3/1 Battlecry. Minions of Bob's Tavern have +1/+1 for the rest of the game. Soul Splitter, Tavern 4 Undead. Reborn. Sorry, it's 4/2 with Reborn. Start of combat, give a friendly undead Reborn. Next off is the Handless Forsaken. It's a 2/3 Death Rattle. Summon a 2/2 hand with Reborn. There's the hand. Alright, then we got the Undead. Next card is an Undead Possessive Banshee. It's a 2/7 Battlecry. Give an Undead 2/7. That's gonna get nerfed. Then we got General Dracus. Yeah, I can't say that, but okay, we tried. It is a dragon. It is a 2/8, and it has a Battlecry. Give a 2/1 Smoldering. Add a 2/1 Smoldering to your hand that gives another dragon +5 attack. All right, Peggy Dirty Bone, tier 4 pirate. She... Wait, hold on. That's not a new card. Okay. She's pretty much doing Peggy Brittlebone's job, with the exception, it's a different name. So I guess they just renamed her. They did take Peggy Brittlebone out, which we were going to go over. But yeah, after a card is added to your hand, give another friendly pirate 1/1. So we know how that already goes because of Peggy Brittlebone, who's been taken out. All right. Chronomaru is a tier 4 dragon with 4/4. While this is in the tavern, gain stats of any minions sold. Holy crap. Okay. Magma Lock, which is an elemental murloc. It's a tavern 4, 1/1. At the end of your turn, gain +1/+1. Repeat for each minion you played this turn. Puffer Quill, which is a Naga Quillbore, is a 2/4. After a spell is played on this, gain poisonous until the next turn. Ooh. We're getting there, guys, so I apologize. This is going to be a lengthy video, but we're going to try and get it done as fast as possible. Next up is the Singdori Straight Shot. It's 3/4. Wind Fury, Divine Shield. Whenever this attacks, remove Reborn and Taunt from the target. Interesting, because some taunts can be Reborn and Taunt, of course. So, I'm not even going to attempt this first name, but it's the Nibirian King. It is a Tavern 5 Undead, 5/3 Death Rattle. Your undead have +2 attack for the rest of the game wherever they are. The Hungering Abomination is also an undead. It's a 3/4, and it has Avenge, gain 1/1 permanently. It's Avenge 1. Cyborg Drake, which is a mech dragon at tier 5, is a 2/8, mech dragon with Divine Shield, and your Divine Shield minions have +10 attack. Ooh. Playing that with dragons is going to be interesting. Sin Runner Blanchy is a tier 5 undead beast with 4/4 reborn. This reborns with full health and enchantments. Kind of reminds me of the Nightmare from Magic the Gathering. Titus Rivendare, because Baron Rivendare has also been removed. Titus Rivendare is a tier 5 1/7. Your death rattles trigger an extra time. You get gold, it triggers 2 extra times. So this is going to put a stop to a lot of the beast stuff or whatever death rattle stuff that we used to do in the past. So it's not going to keep going on like it used to, I guess, is what pretty much they're trying to say. They're just pretty much reworking those cards. Eternal Summoner Tavern 6 Undead 8/1. It has Death Rattle, summon 2 Eternal Knights. And then we have Colossus of the Sun. It's a Tavern 6 Undead with Divine Shield and Reborn. Sister Death Whisper is a Tavern 6 Undead with 4/11. After a friendly minion is reborn, give your undead 1/3 permanently. Then we have the Fell Stomper, a Tavern 6 or Tier 6 Demon Beast with 3/7. After you summon a minion in combat, give your minions +3 health. Mecha Jaraxxus. We all know this one. This is a mech and a demon. 3/15. Holy. Battle Cry is add a random mecha demon to your hand. Battlegrounds is about to get a whole new level. It's about to hit a whole new level. It's going to get real interesting. Next, we have Rusted Reggie. It's a 5/5 Wind Fury. Can magnetize to other mechs and demons. And then we have the Magnathron Prime. 1/10 taunt, can be magnetized to also mechs and demons. So this is also a mech demon. Then we have Baltharak. It's a 10/1 reborn mech demon, and it can also be magnetized to mechs and demons. Next off, we have the Greta Gold Gun. It says Maga Grether. Yeah. It's a Pirate Naga. 2/9 spellcraft. Make a different friendly Naga or Pirate golden until next turn. So with that being said, minion pools have been updated. Icky Imp and Budding Green Thumb have been returned to the minion pools, while, as we've already mentioned, Peggy Brittlebone, Baron Rivendell, as well as the Salt Scale Honcho, Glyph Guardian, Yoho Ogre, Stasis Elemento, Major Domo, Executionist, Bonker, Mechano Egg, Baby Crush, Pale Skin Crocolisk, Imp Mama, Tony Two Tusk, Can't Talk, Draconoid Enforcer, and Razor Gore the Untamed, Witchwing, Imprisoner, Khadgar, and Mithrax have all been removed from the minion pool. That's a lot of cards that they're removing, but of course they added a bunch of cards, reworked 2 of them. Outside of that, other minion updates, the Micro Mummy has been updated in Battlegrounds and has gained the Undead minion type. Honestly, I think that should be an Undead / mech, because it's still a mech. The golden version of the Amber Guardian will now hit 2 minions with the effect, giving each 2/2 and Divine Shield, instead of doubling the effect on 1 minion given, which was 4/4 and Divine Shield. There's some mercenary updates. We're not going to go over that, so if you're a mercenaries player, make sure you hit that link in the description for this information. There are some other bugs and game improvements. But the one thing I don't see that it went over is the Lunar New Year. Lunar New Year did come out, so let's go ahead and switch screens here while I go ahead and move over. So, as you can see here, I did hit this little icon down here, and which this is the Lunar New Year event, which, here we go. So, Silver Moon is on the verge of a new era, the sun well shines bright, and the new year begins. Complete quests, collect event XP, earn rewards, and keep the lanterns of Silver Moon lit. So this is the Lunar New Year event, in which you do want to earn, whatever these are called, event XP, to get these 3 skins. So let's go ahead into Battlegrounds. So as you can see, the rating that we left off was 6158. That will reset. Season rewards. Let's go ahead and look at that because I did pre-order the pass. We get immediate access to that, which first and foremost is the 2 starting hero choices. Outside of that, we've got our Silver Moon board, emotes, and some other information here. I'm not going to be able to showcase everything, guys, because I am running out of time for that. Shop. Oh, okay. So, make sure you do follow me on Twitch because I will be playing this later today, as well as possibly going over the Overwatch update that's supposed to be coming out with the Lunar New Year and what that entails. That is it for me, guys. I appreciate you sticking around, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and hopefully see you on Twitch. Peace. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that video, go ahead and click on one of the 2 videos that's appearing now, or click on that playlist there. And as always, hit that subscribe button so you know when I upload a new video. Peace.